Yeah, like I feel like I am one of the greats, but I feel like it's not everyone sees it like that. There's no way that I would have been happy being an individual right now. I feel like it would have just been so overwhelming, and it would have just like, I would have just been like chasing my tail, trying to like be a good mum and do everything that comes with that, and work and earn money and trying to compete as an individual, especially because I want to do well and I know I can do well. And so I think a lot of those factors play in, and you know, the reality is I have 2 children, so however they are and however our family is, and how we need to, you know, keep a roof over our head and keep everyone healthy and happy and keep good bonds between our family, and you know, all of those things are just really important to me. And then I will kind of use whatever's left. Whether that's individual or team, I don't know.
What are you making?
I was gonna make these like little baby quiche things for Tex.
What's quiche?
Yeah, like little egg muffin things. Well, that'd be easy for him to hold, and something a little bit different that he'll probably throw at me. Well, the more effort I put in, the more he dislikes it. He's a simple man. I was like, I had this idea to make, I don't eat eggs, so like I just have forgotten I don't make many egg recipes. And I wanted to make frittatas, but I was thinking quiche, and then I'm like, why does this recipe got flour in it? I'm like, why am I putting flour in it? And I realised I'm making quiche, but I want to make frittata. Yeah. What's up? Come here. Whoa, you can't eat the baking powder. Just give me 1 sec. Let's wash all the baking powder off it, because look, there you go. There you go.
So this is like a normal morning for you?
Yeah, yeah, actually, usually, yeah, just get up. He usually wakes me up. This morning I woke up on my own terms, so that was nice. And then, dog man. Yeah, then I normally come out, we make a coffee, and then like it's on, because he gets hungry pretty much straight away, and if I haven't got something prepped for him for brekkie, then we're doing that. But yeah, it's usually straight into breakfast, and then she's got kindy, like packing all lunches and stuff, but she doesn't have kindy today. But yeah, we pretty much like make a breakfast, like cook a breakfast every day and get straight into it. Whoa! Whoa! He like chose violence today. So did the dog. I'm just gonna wait like a couple of seconds until these are ready to flip, and then Dad can... Here, actually, maybe I'll give you a little bit of this. Here, just have a little piece of this. He's like, oh, not you stupid pancakes. Stupid homemade food. Why did you wake up so cranky? He was just like, it's like, you know, when you're just like mad about everything, but you don't know why. And he was just holding me just like, oh, I'm just so angry. Like, at what? Like, everything you need is given to you instantly. Why are you mad? Mum strength is not necessarily like physical strength, right? It's like the ability to endure and to just deal with like whatever's going on. So that's obviously that. And then, yeah, I am really efficient because I have minimal time, and I have to, you know, really be smart and go hard and do the best I can with whatever I'm doing, because I don't know if I'm going to get tomorrow's session, or I don't know if it's going to be cut short or whatever. So I try and be efficient in what I'm doing. But I think what I'm really realizing now, so far into my career, is that I don't think I can even not be fit now, because throughout my entire 20s, like that whole decade and now into my 30s, I just built a foundation of fitness and strength, and it became such a lifestyle and such who I am that like there's just so much to fall back on now. It would take a lot for me to lose that. So once I start being consistent again and kind of just showing up and being efficient, I'm able to kind of pick up where I left off fairly well.
What's for lunch?
Well,
Am I having marshmallow box with that?
yeah, I'm gonna make you a marshmallow wrap. She thinks I'm serious. She's like,
You're not eating a marshmallow wrap for lunch? What do you think this is?
Mama,
Santa's bloody workshop?
Mama, I might actually have marshmallow after my lunch.
You can have it. I did tell you could have a marshmallow and a hot chocolate today, but you have to eat some lunch too. So do you want lunch now?
I did 2 marshmallows.
When?
When I got a hot chocolate.
We got these little natural wraps made with organic flour. Very minimal or no preservative stuff. A bit of this like slaw kit, but we just get rid of the crappy sauce. And then add in some of this. It's like a turmeric mayo bone broth sauce. We level it up, take out the rubbish sauce, put this in, mix it around, make a little like quick slaw. And then the lamb that I put on for dinner was actually ready early. So I've made the executive decision to have that for lunch so that we're well fed now. And then we'll have the chicken that I was going to have for lunch and I'll cook that for dinner. I'll put that in the oven when we get back. So
We just got to the gym. Gonna hit a team session of who knows what right now. Figure that out when we get in there, but yeah. We're at Electric Fitness in Burleigh. A friend of ours just has taken it over, so the weather's kind of crappy and we've just got a little bit more space to play around here, so it should be good.
Super Yellow Palace.
Yeah. Still a ditch jamming.
But boy, I'm not coming off a pull-up bar anytime soon, jokes.
These are honestly the grippiest pull-up bars you'll ever fucking use. This is where
How many pull-ups did you do?
120 up on you.
120, I reckon.
I could do that. This.
Yeah, there's
I don't do max sets anymore because I don't have to.
Well, I only did it when I signed with Froggies, and I was like, what do you guys want? And they're just like, oh, could you do something like funky for us, either like a demo of how to do something better? I was like, you know what, I'll just do a max out pull-up set, and then it just kept going and going and going, and then I was like, I'm not coming off, and it's due to, if I wasn't...
Just chin over.
Just chin over. But if I wasn't doing, if I didn't have the grips on, it would have been like 70, maybe.
Yeah.
But the grips
Now
just...
tell them the rest of that story.
Yeah, it was all the grips.
Did you get rhabdo?
Nah, well, no, I didn't get rhabdo, but then the next day was, I just spent the week in Melbourne doing samplings, and then I did that on the Friday. I got back on the Thursday night, Friday I did that, and then the next day was turf games, and I had to set up a stand and compete, and I was like, I didn't eat for like 3 days, and then I got glandular. I drank out of someone's bottle who was crook as. My immune system was probably on the edge, shot, and then I started feeling a bit off on the Sunday morning, and I was like, I don't feel good in my throat. My throat feels off. And then I went in, I was like, I don't feel good on the Monday, so I went into the doctor's. He goes, hey, you got Epstein-Barr. I was like, what's that? And he goes, glandular. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, that's the last comp that I do compete in and run a stand. I'm not doing it anymore because did it solo. And usually you can palm it off, but I was literally running to and from workouts back to the stand, and it was just hectic.
Look, returning to compete this year is just like a bit of fun for me this year. Like I really mentally am in a really good place, like really content in my life, and it's just like what I do, I guess. Like competing and working out is just what I do, but I kind of went into this just like to enjoy what I do and to enjoy my fitness and to not have any stress on it, which is a very, very different mindset and attitude than what I've had in the past. I guess I've always been somewhat open to the experience and never forced it too much, but it's been a lot more intense, you know, being at the very top of the women's field for so long and as an individual. So it's actually been nice to just enjoy being fit and healthy, just kind of relax.
It feels so amazing. If there's any time I'm going to get 100 kilos,
It's now.
It's right now.
You said that to Chado, didn't you?
Huh?
You said that to Chado?
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, I don't care if we lose the invitation. I hit it and I literally like launched up into Rob Forte's like arms, like wrapped my legs around, I was like, oh, yeah.
And it's such a milestone to get the 100 as well.
It's like this.
I've got 100
Have you hit it again ever since?
Nah.
funny thing. So the backstory to it though is like, I've never been allowed to prioritise lifting because I was good at it. So I was like, I'm never allowed to like really do a lot of Ollie lifting in training. And so like I could always hit like 90 or 95 like easy any day. And then it's like 100 may as well have been 200.
Yeah.
Like, but that day I had a good fresh barbell, like, I don't know, adrenaline, it's just like, and some nanos at the time, it was like, and it was like an easy 100 too, like it was just like in the pocket, stood it up, like it wasn't, there was no grind, nothing. Yeah. These days I fucking snatch grip deadlift it and it feels like a mission.
There are a few noticeable moments at Torian where the she-bear came out during the lifting event and during the run learn event. What's pushing you in those moments?
Literally not much other than I'm conditioned to push like that. That's just how my brain works. That's how I am. So there's no like deep feeling of like I'm out to prove anything or like something is like, you know, my kids are watching or like, you know, there's nothing really like that deep to it, which I think people probably look for. It's literally just that I'm conditioned to work really hard and to get into it. And as soon as I step out there, I just get into it and I get competitive. I like to win. I like to do well. I don't feel pain the same. I get caught up in the moment a lot, which is so fun. Like I feel like as an adult, especially as a parent, there are very limited opportunities to just get caught up in the moment and just like let yourself be carried away. And I feel like that's what it felt like for me out there. And just like, you obviously get to share the ups, you know, with other people. And so that alone and just like wanting to do well for them and then just wanting to have a good time being competitive in myself. And that's just kind of how I'm wired. That's pretty much just all it is.
What's the workout?
We're going to warm up with some gymnastics complexes. Toe to bar, chest to bar, bar muscle up or something like that. I don't know that one. Then it's a good one because it's partners splitting off to do some stuff and then swapping around, then the whole team doing a bunch of stuff, then the partners going back and doing a bunch of stuff and then splitting off and coming back around. Quick one, and I think we do another quick one at the end, maybe both partners, like a partner workout, but like both partners at the same time so we can actually have a little race, get some intensity for the crew.
Why do you love that so much? Who loves when a handstand? Got this ready? Texie, look over me. I don't know if he likes this, like, he probably just wants to rip my hair. That's probably it. I don't know if I'll return as an individual. I didn't know what would happen this year. I always said I would never go team, and here we are. So I think that, yeah, it's really hard. I know for a certain that right now in this moment, I'm enjoying team, and this phase of life of where I'm at right now with 2 children and one of them being small, there is no way that I would have been happy being an individual right now. I feel like it would have just been so overwhelming, and it would have just like, I would have just been like chasing my tail, trying to like be a good mum and do everything that comes with that and work and earn money and trying to compete as an individual, especially because I want to do well and I know I can do well. And so I think a lot of those factors play in, and you know, the reality is I have 2 children, so however they are and however our family is and how we need to, you know, keep a roof over our head and keep everyone healthy and happy and keep good bonds between our family, and you know, all of those things are just really important to me. And then I will kind of use whatever's left. Whether that's individual or team, I don't know. I've said that since day one. You can ask me an interview back in 2012 and I'd be like, oh, will you be like, compete next year? And I'm like, I'm just gonna ride the wave, man. And then here we are this long. So I'm not gonna change that attitude because it's always worked for me. Look, the whole point of doing this is that it's fun, so just so we know.
go.
It's like,
I just feel terrible.
just rattle us.
I can't do fitness
We
at all.
don't do any sessions without being rattled to start.
Yeah.
It's all about being rattled and recover.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Rattle, recover.
So I'm playing a joke. I'm going to do 20 unbroken first set. Really rattle our belly. Putting on the elbow sleeve.
I don't know if I can go.
Is it bad that my frog grips knee sleeve feels tighter than my usual elbow sleeve? Do I have small legs? Is that what this is telling me?
Last time I did it was very smooth, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Come on. Oh man, that's so rude. Like,
Transition.
oh, yeah, it's real smooth.
It looks smooth.
We know. And went to change her grip, and then fucked it after the toaster bar fell off. She was like, "Don't put that in." It wasn't the grip.
Did you go, were you close grip and you went wide for the chest
Yeah.
bar? Yeah. I swapped a little bit halfway through.
Then we jumped up. I did one chest bar, and then I just started doing the toaster bar. I was like, what? I'm like going chest, and then I'm like, oh my god, how do I pull it from here? Like, my brain just forgot how to do a pull-up.
That's funny.
It's a bit rude.
Yeah, I went from that to try to go like this, and then my whole hand just went off.
Yeah.
It's a bit rude, like not warming up any one of those movements and then going straight into 12, 9, 6, sync, unbroken.
Yeah. For some people, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said because we can do that.
Oh, my legacy. That's a hard one. To be honest, it's hard to say, but I feel like I'm in like a category with a few other athletes that have been great that kind of get forgotten a little bit. Or I'd say like sometimes I feel like a little bit like undervalued in maybe what I've achieved. And I think that there's a couple other people I feel the same way for them that I think have been like really exceptional and kind of get undervalued. I think it would be nice to be recognized and I guess have a legacy of the, like for me, I feel like my strength has always been like I've held at the top of the sport for such a long time. I've done it healthy, I've done it through having children, through owning businesses, like everything, and I've always maintained being at the top, being consistent, you know, showing up and working really hard and placing really well forever and ever. I've never not qualified when I've tried to qualify. Like I've had one of the longest careers. And not only one of the longest careers, one of the longest at the top careers, you know, of anyone. Like I've never, you know, just randomly missed out on a semi-final and not made it or anything like that. And I think, yeah, sometimes I think it would be nice to, I don't know, feel like that was recognized a little bit or acknowledged in some capacity. I think that is my legacy, is the persistence, the resilience and the consistency to the cause, like to the goal, to the grind, to showing up, but without ever sacrificing a life around it. Like I think my thing has always been about balance and living life and always going after something and like being my best in whatever I do, but also having other things, you know, in that I've tried to, you know, be a wife and a mom and whatever and do all those other things. And I think, yeah, that would probably be my legacy. That's what I'm most proud of in myself, is just consistently showing up and doing really well through training in the garage for how long? When was the last time I was like a part of, you know, pretty much since we had Scotty, right? I've been training at home and still showing up and fighting against girls half my age. So yeah, I think that it's hard to put in words, but that's the overall the overall picture.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be at the front? Alright. Setting. Go.
Well, that really hurts.
Like I was watching a video of Invictus doing clean and jerks. Oh, they looked good. Don't put that on camera. It's like, fuck, they look smooth. What am I doing here? How's this wonder? What have I done here? Real close out.
And down. Set. And go.
We are really hoping to see some swimming. I feel like, you know, swimming has been a part of the CrossFit Games, but they kind of like throw it in as like a little, it's like a little thing, which I find really odd because I feel like it should be just as important as running, like in my eyes. Like it feels like such an essential. Obviously we're somewhat biased because we're really good at it. Like the four of us are awesome and I would love to see us do well, but I would really like to see a good swimming event that has some solid weight on its own and isn't affected or like doesn't have all other silly things in it that take away from the swim, like let the swim be the hero. I'd really like to see that. And then me personally, I'd love to use the ruck. I really like kind of grunty, awkward combination type things. So, you know, a bit of balance, a bit of old school CrossFit's always my jam. So like anything in a combination like that, that's just like work hard type stuff, that's where I thrive and I think our team will thrive and it's just fun. So yeah. All right. Thanks for following me around through the chaos, through the training, through the food, through the questions, all of it. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in Texas.